We were getting more and more aware of things that she was doing that were a little bit odd. And I mean, everybody says they can't remember things, but she literally couldn't remember things. A lot of what her problems were things changing. Everything, you know, Blackpool's changed dramatically from when she was even in the 70s or 80s. They pedestrianised outside St John's, they changed St John's Church, all things. So even the normal, say, walk to Marks and Spencer's, it wasn't the same, it was different. And all these things seemed to start to bother her. Nobody ever found out, or nobody's ever said what is wrong with her. But we started getting more involved because she has these collapses. Usually an ambulance is called and she's brought to the Vic. So that's the real reason that we've had a lot of contact with the Vic. You start right back from the word go, even though you might have been in exactly the same situation, granted, maybe 6 or 7 months before, but you're back to the same state, which I always think is a problem. What I can't understand is you've got this butterfly system going here, and I can't understand that there isn't something in her notes or on the front of her notes or somewhere to explain that this person doesn't remember. I'm sure there must be lots of people that come in that need to be here but don't need that situation or that environment. When I mentioned that she wouldn't remember to push the button, then they came and asked me to fill forms in and asked for, like, you know, point of contact, what was the easiest way of getting hold of you and things like that, which they never do. They never ring you up and say, oh, she's had a scan and everything's fine, which, you know, would be quite acceptable. I mean, granted, if they'd done a scan and everything wasn't fine, I don't suppose that wouldn't be the venue to tell you through a phone call. But I don't think you're kept informed as to what's going on. And she kept saying, because she was sat in a chair, she kept saying, I am sore, right? But she didn't know why she was sore, because she didn't remember that they'd put this catheter in. But, you know, she gets up in the home and takes herself off to the loo and comes back and sits down again and carries on with the telly or whatever she's doing. Do you know what I mean? But in the hospital, they told me that in the home, that's the norm because it's easier for them. Now, she was uncomfortable but didn't know why she was uncomfortable. And it did come to pass that on the day before she actually got back to the home, which I didn't really know it was all happening. The manager from the home came and took her back, but the catheter had come out the day before. And when I asked them about it in the home, I said, has she still got that catheter in? They said, oh no, they don't send them back with the catheters in, but they always have the catheter in while they're there. Now that, I just thought, I mean, I know why they do it. It's for ease. They know where they're up to with these people, don't they? And if they keep wanting to go to the toilet or whatever, or they might be in danger if they take them themselves or whatever. But I don't know. I'd like not to be worried that she was going in hospital.